My name is Flora Magige, working with the University of Dar es Salaam as a lecturer at the Department of Zoology and Wildlife Conservation. Well, we have several research projects in that big project, but I'm very much interested in looking at how people close to the protected areas are utilizing wildlife products, especially the birds.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so, when you say wildlife products, what does that mean exactly? Give us a description.
Yeah, with wildlife products, I mean all those products that can come out of the animals, and as I've just said, that I'm very much interested in studying birds. So the wildlife products, we're talking about the feathers, the meat, the eggs, and sometimes clothes, of the birds.
What are people using the feathers, the meat, the eggs, and the claws for?
With regard to meat and eggs, they're normally used as food, as a protein supplement. But the feathers and claws are used for various uses, of course, including oils. And they are used for treatment, and sometimes are used for traditional practices.
Got it.
Yeah, so we have oils that can treat different diseases, and the treatment of the diseases, the use of those products for treatment of diseases, for example, oil, differs from one district to another district. So it's not that the use are similar in different villages. So it depends. If it is northern Serengeti, they have their own use. If it is eastern Serengeti, they have their own use, but it's the same product. Of course, I've seen a certain pattern with regard to the results that we are getting from the preliminary analysis. The use of such products from the birds is much in the western part of the Serengeti, and southwestern part of Serengeti, northern part of Serengeti as well. And with Serengeti, I'm talking about the Serengeti ecosystem, Serengeti-Mara ecosystem, because we are mostly looking at the areas, the villages that are bordering this important ecosystem. So the use are very much into those areas, but the eastern part of the Serengeti ecosystem, they don't utilize much these wildlife products. Of course, they take meat and they take eggs, but with regard to using such products like oils, feathers as traditional, for traditional uses or for medicinal uses, it's not very much as compared to the western part or northern part of Serengeti.
Got it. So in the western and northern part, what species are you finding people are most interested in?
But the commonly used ones are these weavers, because these are found in many numbers. And the ostrich as well was very much used because it's big, it's a large amount of meat, chunks of meat, and even the eggs are very big. So if one gets one bird like an ostrich, it's almost enough. But for small birds, they need to take a lot of them. They need to trap a lot of them for them to get enough products out of those animals.
The data that you've collected, how can it be used to improve both biodiversity as well as human livelihood?
Well, with regard to policies, I think the government has put a lot of initiatives to make that they incorporate the knowledge of the villages. So I don't think they have been put aside, and with these community-based conservations, they've been involved a lot in trying to protect the wildlife. So they are involved to the great extent to make sure that even if they utilize, they still have to conserve. So what maybe I can just insist here is that the government shouldn't undermine the knowledge that the local communities have with regard to the use of the products, especially the medicinal ones, so that they can be experimented more to see how effectively they are in treating the diseases that the communities think they are treated by those products.